Sarah's world crumbled, but amidst the ruins of her shattered dreams, a flicker of fierce determination ignited, abandoned and utterly alone with the immense weight of impending motherhood. She bravely decided to sell the grand mansion, a painful severance from her past life. With the proceeds, she moved into a modest apartment, a quiet refuge where she could begin to rebuild. The day her twins, a boy and a girl, arrived, whom she named Ethan and Chloe, was a bittersweet symphony of profound pain and overwhelming love. Holding her tiny infants, Sarah looked into their innocent faces and made a solemn vow. She would not just survive this unthinkable ordeal, but thrive for them, no matter the cost. Life as a single mother was an unrelenting uphill battle. Sarah meticulously stretched every penny, learning to budget, to mend, and to make do with scarce resources. She took on a multitude of odd jobs, anything to bring in income. From freelance graphic design to baking custom cakes for local cafes, her hands growing calloused from hard work, but her spirit remaining unbroken. She instilled in Ethan and Chloe profound values of hard work, perseverance, and integrity, teaching them that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in character and resilience. They watched their mother toil tirelessly, absorbing invaluable lessons about determination and self-reliance that would shape their very beings. As they grew, they instinctively became her little helpers. Understanding the immense sacrifices she made for them, often brainstorming ideas for new ventures in their humble home. Meanwhile, Alexander's life with Isabella spiraled into a vortex of reckless indulgence and unchecked extravagance. Isabella, devoid of any real business acumen or moral compass, proved to be a spendthrift of epic proportions. She viewed Alexander's vast fortune as an endless well from which to draw, financing increasingly extravagant parties, endless designer shopping sprees, and highly speculative investments that quickly turned sour, bleeding his assets dry at an alarming rate. Alexander, still utterly blinded by his infatuation and his own misplaced pride, carelessly allowed her to dictate their financial decisions, dismissing his former shrewdness as a relic of a less exciting life. His once thriving businesses, built on years of diligent work and strategic planning, began to falter catastrophically under Isabella's frivolous management and his own blatant neglect. Crucial contracts were lost, long-term investments plummeted, and the once impenetrable fortress of his fortune began to crumble, brick by agonizing brick. The glittering facade of their life started to crack, revealing the utter emptiness and hollowness beneath. Isabella's love, if it could even be called that, was directly proportional to the zeros in his bank account. As the money dwindled, so did her affection, replaced by cutting remarks, open contempt, and a growing disdain for his rapidly waning status. Years passed, marked by Sarah's unwavering dedication and Alexander's rapid, irreversible decline. Ethan and Chloe, nurtured by their mother's boundless love, guided by her steadfast principles, and inspired by her tireless work ethic, blossomed into brilliant, ambitious, and morally grounded young adults. Driven by a burning desire to repay their mother's immense sacrifices and build a secure, prosperous future, they co-founded a tech startup, born from countless late nights in their small apartment, fueled by instant noodles and boundless dreams. Their revolutionary concept, a groundbreaking solution to a widespread technological problem, quickly gained immense traction, attracting significant investors and dominating national headlines. The company soared, expanding globally at an unprecedented rate, transforming them from their humble beginnings into undisputed titans of industry. They became not just successful, but the richest people in the world. Their names synonymous with innovation, philanthropy, and groundbreaking success. Their remarkable story a profound testament to Sarah's extraordinary strength, her enduring values, and their own unyielding determination to overcome adversity. Their success wasn't merely about accumulating wealth. It was a powerful vindication, a profound declaration of the enduring power of integrity and perseverance. As Ethan and Chloe, now confident and commanding figures in the global economy, celebrated their latest monumental triumph, the acquisition of a colossal, multinational corporation that solidified their empire, Alexander Sterling found himself a pathetic, broken shadow of his former self. Isabella, having ruthlessly drained him of every last penny, leaving him utterly bankrupt and destitute, had vanished without a trace, abandoning him as callously as he had once abandoned Sarah. He was left with nothing but insurmountable debts, shattered pride, and a lifetime of bitter regrets. The once mighty businessman, who had so cruelly cast aside his pregnant wife for a fleeting illusion of excitement and passion, was now reduced to begging on the unforgiving streets. His once crisp designer suits replaced by tattered, stained rags. His once commanding presence diminished to a whispered plea for spare change, his eyes hollow with despair and regret. The cruel irony of his fate was a stark, public spectacle, a cautionary tale whispered in the very high society circles he once dominated. His grand mansion, long since foreclosed and sold off to anonymous buyers, stood as a desolate monument to his folly, a stark contrast to the sprawling, gleaming empire built by the very family he had so carelessly cast aside. The wheel of fortune had turned with devastating precision, delivering a powerful and undeniable form of cosmic justice, proving unequivocally that true wealth is forged not in fleeting desires or superficial allure, but in the unshakable bonds of family, the indomitable spirit of perseverance, and the enduring power of unconditional love. His downfall was not just financial, it was a complete spiritual and emotional collapse, a tragic end to a life that had once held so much promise. Thanks for watching this Tales by Abdul. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more captivating tales. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next one.